to begin the class today sitting in a cross-legged seated position. So whatever is comfortable for you, you can spread your butt cheeks apart to make sure that your sit bones are on the floor. We're going to be sitting down nice and tall with that spine, relaxing your shoulder blades and bringing your palms either facing up or down. That's going to be based upon how you're feeling today. You can close your eyes here in this position and just work on your breath. Today's breath is going to be inhaling for about 4 counts. You're going to sit with your breath for a couple of heartbeats, and then we're going to exhale that nice and slow again for 4 counts. So just want you to close your eyes here and set the intentions for this workout this morning. How are you feeling? What would you like to accomplish? Is there any tightness in a specific area that you need to work with your breath? So just think about these things as you breathe and you relax. So go ahead and close your eyes. Let's take 5 deep inhalations and 5 deep exhalations. You want to inhale through the nose and exhale through your mouth. One more time. And on this next breath, I want you to take as much air as you can, expanding your rib cage. Let's go ahead and relax the neck by rolling your head around. So you can go ahead and open your eyes. We're going to begin with gentle rolls. So I want you to work those kinks. Getting the head to move around nice and slow. And we're going to stop in the center and reverse directions. So going in the opposite direction, I want you to relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Just move your head around. You should feel this in your traps, in the back of the neck, in the front and side. Very good. Let's take a deep breath. Bring your right hand outside your right hip and exhale your left arm all the way up and over. Wave your hands. And release that left hand down outside your left hip. Take a deep breath in. Reach that right arm up. Exhale, twist. Wiggle the hands. And bring it back to center. Inhaling, both hands up now. Fingertips together at the top. Reach, getting nice and long. And exhale those hands back down. Bring it into the feet. We're going to draw the feet in. Stay nice and tall. Scooch, scooch, scooch. Use your elbows to push your knees into the floor. You're going to start feeling this in the inner groin area. So adding the tension that works for your body. If it's too much tension, just release and let go. And then apply that tension once again. We're going to drive the deltoids down into our back pocket. Very good. We're going to walk the right foot in front, keeping the left foot exactly where it is in our inner thighs. Your toes are facing up. That knee is out to the side. You're going to take a deep breath, inhale your arms up, and exhale, folding forward, reaching your right hand into your right foot. This is releasing your lower back. We're opening up that outer hip on the left side. Come on up. Tuck that right foot into your left inner thigh, extending the left leg now in front of you. Toes are up, just make sure that it's nice and aligned with your shoulders, knees, and toes. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold, reaching the left hand into your left toes. So you can grab a hold on your shin. You can grab a hold on the balls of the foot and bring that right hand right underneath your left arm, threading it through either above or below the knee joint, never on top of the kneecap. You don't want to put tension there. So as you breathe, those nice inhales through the nose and the big exhales through your mouth, your muscles are going to start to relax along with your body and breath so you can access the pose a little bit deeper. If you're holding your breath, it's going to be very hard to sustain these poses. So remember, once again, if there's anything you do here today, just breathe. Excellent. Release the hands. Let's spread both legs open. And if you have a yoga block and you need to increase the range of motion, you'd simply put that yoga block underneath your sits bones. So that way, if you can't fold forward, you'll be able to go a little bit deeper into that pose. So if your lower back is tight, there's any tightness in the glutes and hamstrings, by bringing that yoga block underneath your pelvic floor, you'll be able to fold forward and get your hands into the floor a little deeper. So I just want you to draw a deep breath in through the nose and exhale, fold forward, holding this stretch for your lower back, your hamstrings, and all of those muscles in your posterior chain. So we're just going to be hanging right here. Relax the head, relax the shoulders, relax your breath. I want you to draw a deeper breath in through the nose and a bigger exhale. And when you let that exhale go, I want you to try to get forward a little bit more, folding from the hips. And slowly walk your hands back in. Shoulders are going to stack over your hips. We're going to sit nice and tall, so I want you to draw that abdominal wall in. You have your posture, that long spine. Your shoulders are relaxed, so there's no tension in that trap. You're going to sit tall. Toes are pointed up. Let's go ahead, point, 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 and flex, flex, flex. So we're going to point the toes, plantar flexion, and bring it back into dorsiflexion. So we're going to push, pointing forward, and pull those toes in towards your body. Now this movement doesn't have to be fast. You can hold that contraction for about a count or so, engaging the muscles in the back of the thighs and calves, as well as the shin and the front of the thighs. So squeeze those muscles. Very good. Take a deep breath, inhaling through the nose. On the next exhale, we're going to bring that right hand behind our right glute and walk that left hand a little closer to the right thigh, taking a twist towards the right side. Relax your shoulders down and just gaze right. So this will stretch the lower back alongside with your obliques and shoulder blades. Big inhalations, big exhalations. You can close your eyes if that helps you relax. One more breath here. And let's go ahead, come back to center, sitting nice and tall. We're going to take a deep breath, inhale through the nose. And bring that left hand behind your left glute. Exhaling, taking your twist now to the left side. Face over the left shoulder. Pushing the hands down into the floor. And let's come back to center. Now bringing the bottoms of the feet together. You're going to bring your toes and your heels in. Let's start walking those feet in towards your groin area. You can stay on your yoga block if that helps you access the pose a little bit deeper. So we're going to just reach into our feet, holding with our hands, grabbing a hold of it. Relax your glute muscles and just let your knees sink towards the floor. Now each one is going to have a range of motion. Make sure you're breathing through your stretch so that your muscles relax and you're able to sustain these poses a little bit longer. If your lower back is tight, you'll feel it in that area as well. So just sit tall, relax. Two more breaths. Very good. Now we're going to just turn and add some movement. So we're going to be rolling forward and back, staying away from your neck, staying away from the back of the head. So you're going to tuck your chin into the chest. As we roll, we're going to curve the spine like a ball. So this is going to improve the blood circulation. It'll also help release any tension, decompressing the spine. I want you to turn out to the side. We're going to take the knees and hug them into our bellies. We're going to roll into the back. Again, staying away from the neck and the head. The chin is going to tuck in. And you're just going to come into seated. Exhaling forward. And inhaling to roll back. Now, these rolls can be small and gentle. You don't have to go fast. You do have to round the spine though. So you're going to draw the belly button in, inhale back, exhale forward. If there's any tension in the middle of the back or the upper back, you'll feel your body release that fascia. Breathe through the rolls. On the next one, down, we're going to stay down and just push your lower back into the floor. Bring your forehead in towards your knees and hug your knees a little closer to the belly. So this will help tone the abdominal wall and also stretch the lower back. So if you have any sciatica issues, this is a great stretch for you. As you're strengthening your core muscles to help you sustain that strong core. Let's go ahead and extend your left leg out. Keep holding that right knee into the chest. You can relax your head back down into the mat. Getting that nice stretch on your hip flexors. And releasing the right side in the back. So you're going to stretch your glutes, you're going to stretch your lower back. Opening up your hips. And from here, you're going to reach your right hand inside your right shin and just open that right leg out to the side. Drawing your knees up towards the chest. You're going to feel this in your adductor, in your inner groin muscles. You can take the left palm and place it on top of your left hip to ensure that you won't roll that hip towards the right. You want to keep your lower back, glutes on the floor. And we're going to inhale into center, taking a twist. So just hold on to your right leg with your left hand and exhale, twisting now towards the left side. Your gaze will move towards the right. You're going to hold the floor with your hands, opening up your shoulder blades. And just relax the glutes, relax those muscles in the belly and back so that you're able to access the pose a little bit deeper. We're going to move to center, hugging both knees into the chest, Once again, inhale. And then exhale, extend your right leg out this time, holding the left knee in. Relax your head into the floor. Relax the breath. On the next inhale, you're going to release your right hand, holding on to the shin with the left hand. You're going to start opening that left leg to the left side, getting into your inner groin muscles, your left adductor. You can bring your right hand over your right hip and just hold this stretch as you breathe. Hold your breath for about 2 counts and exhale again for 4 counts. On the next inhale, you're going to bring that left leg back to center, switching your grip now to the right hand, releasing that left arm. Exhale, you're going to meet me at a twisted position, crossing your left leg over the body and accessing your lower back, relaxing those muscles. You may bring your gaze over towards the left side. You'll notice that if you breathe gentle breaths, your body will start to relax. And you'll notice yourself giving into the pulse, accessing it a little bit deeper. You also feel this stretch on your left shoulder, right around the pecs, where the shoulder blades meet your pecs. So we're getting rid of any stiffness and tightness around the lower back area. And release the leg, returning back to center. We're gonna turn around into the belly now to get into child's pose. But before we go there, grab a hold of your left and right foot. Let's do the happy baby. We're gonna bring the arms outside knees. You can roll from the right into the left. You can pick up your head, bringing your chin towards the chest. Pushing that lower back into the floor. Take this opportunity to find any kinks. Woo. You might roll onto the right or the left side. Just push yourself back into center. And go ahead, hug the knees into the chest. Roll forward into seated and turn around to get into child's pose. So hands and knees on the floor. We're gonna bring the big toes to meet in the back. We're gonna start walking those knees out to the edge of your mat. Once you get there, you're gonna push your glutes towards your heels and walk your hands forward until your forehead meets the mat. We're going to draw in those deep inhales through the nose, holding your breath for a couple of counts and exhaling it nice and slow through your lips. On the next exhale, let's walk the hands all the way to the right side. Drop your forehead back into the mat. You'll feel this in the left lat, your lower back, your left hip. Let's come back to center on the next inhale. And exhale, walking the hands all the way to the left side this time. Stretching out the right side. Inhale your arms back to center, pushing yourself back up. Bringing the hips over the heels and just standing here, opening up your quads. You can keep your palms down. You can take your palms up. We're going to sit nice and tall, drawing that belly into the spine, relaxing the shoulders. You're also opening up the front portion of your feet and shins. Stretching those tight ankles. Let's bring the hands back to the floor. Bring our weight now over the arms. You want to walk your knees to about hip width apart distance. So the toes are pointed back. We're going to take that right foot and step it just outside your right hand. So you have a lunge position. You're going to stack your body so that you tuck your hips and you bring your shoulders over that hip. So once you're here in this position, you're going to roll forward once again and bring now both hands outside the floor. We're going to stretch that left knee to come into a low lunge position. You're going to bring your left hand underneath your left shoulder, trying to walk now this right hand under the left arm. Palms are up. You can drop your knees out into the side, or you can use your hands to push that knee out and in if you're lacking mobility in the hip. So if there's no range of motion, no flexibility, take that right hand inside your right knee and just push that knee out and back in. Out and back in. Always engage in the abs to protect your lower back. Once you find yourself with a little bit more range of motion, just drop that right arm right underneath your left arm, palms are up. Inhale that hand back in, drop your left knee into the floor. Walk your hips all the way back so that the right leg stretches out and your toes move up towards the ceiling. And let's stretch now that hamstring, folding forward, chest over thighs. So you want to fold forward from your hips. And let's come up. Switching sides, you're going to walk that right leg right underneath your hip. Left leg comes forward. We're going to hold that lunge, stacking your shoulders over your hips, taking that tilt in your pelvic floor. Avoid arching the lower back. Brace your core and just hold this stretch right here. Taking deep breaths. When you're ready, we're going to fold forward, bringing the hands inside your left leg, extending that right knee, and coming into a low lunge. Once you're in that low lunge position, bring your right hand underneath your right shoulder. Take your left hand inside your left knee. We're going to push that knee out as we exhale, inhaling back in. We're going to do this a few times to open up the hips, the inner groin area. And release that hand. Bringing now the left hand underneath your right arm, palms are up, and just add a slight twist to get into your lower back. Yes. So left hand goes under the right arm. Yes, you got it. Flexing the back toes, ensuring that the weight is in your front leg. Squeezing the glutes, stretching those hip flexors. Now we're going to bring that right hand back, stretching out both legs and coming out to face me on the side. We got a nice wide stance. Your toes are forward. We're going to fold from the hips, dropping the crown of the head to the floor. So getting into the hamstrings. Take deep breaths, relax the upper body, relax the arms, relax the shoulders. Let's bend the right leg and start shifting the weight now into the right side. So slowly bend your right leg, shift your weight into the right. So getting into that left inner thigh, we're going to keep the toes still pointed forward. Only going as low as your range of motion allows. Inhale back to center. Slowly switching your weight onto the other side. Sinking into that left leg, stretching your right inner groin. Inhale back to center. You're going to walk your feet in slightly, still maintaining them, wider than hips, wider than shoulders. Turn your toes out about 5 degrees. Start to sink back into a low squat. We're going to bring the hands into prayer right in front of your heart and bringing the elbows inside of your knees. So when you push your hands together, you're going to drive your knees out. Now this pose will require deeper breaths. So I want you to focus on inhaling nice and big through the nose, holding your breath for a couple of heartbeats and exhaling nice and slow. You're opening up your hips, you're improving your hip mobility, you're loosening up your lower back. If you do squats in the weight room, this will improve your range of motion so you can get deeper into your squats. So just take your deep breaths. And release the hands down. We're going to come off this pose into our backs once again, seated position. You'll be able to recline, bringing our legs behind us. And this pose is not going to be for anyone. Now, I want you to make sure that once you're in the pose, you won't turn your head to the right, you won't turn your head to the left. You're going to maintain your chin in your chest. We're going to recline back, lower, middle, top, back, coming into a nice corpse position. We're going to take a deep breath, resting the hand under the lower back. You're going to pick up your legs, push your hands into your lower back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and just hanging in here, improving that blood circulation. So I want you to stay on your head, on your neck, on your shoulder blades. The shoulder and the back of the arm are the ones that are doing most of the sustaining. It's your foundation, it is your base. If you have the range of motion and it's available to you, you can start dropping the legs towards the floor. Again, you won't turn your head, your chin will stay into the chest. You can bring one leg up at a time. You can bring the bottoms of the feet together if you wish to draw a diamond. You can push the legs back up, squeezing the shoulder blades together, supporting your lower back with your hands. We're going to start releasing it, rolling down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Releasing the legs down, opening them nice and wide, relaxing the body, relaxing the weight, finalizing this session with your corpse pose. So everything is heavy. Your arms, your trunk, your legs, your feet, your head, and just breathe. And when you're ready, come on over to your sides, the right or the left, whatever feels natural to you. Take a couple of breaths here. Pushing yourself back into seated. crossing your legs, finishing this like we began. Close your eyes. We're going to take 3 inhalations through the nose, 3 exhalations through the mouth, releasing all the stress and anxiety, saying ha. Inhale nice and big. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale nice and big. One last time. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy New Year. Namaste.